Hi everybody, it's me, MattHawes of the Happy Show. I'm here today with another video vlog, and it is August 29th, 2008. That's a Friday. Yay! And guess what? I have been very, very busy here at the shop because I got over 17 long boxes of comic books. Now 17 long boxes, they're like this big, and that they usually hold around 250, 300 books, so there's a lot of stuff. It makes it like over 4,000 books. And I'm going through those right now, so it's going to be a little while before I can get some stuff done that I would like to get done, including like the new Happy Show. I might be a little bit late with that. I don't think it's going to be up by this weekend, so next weekend I should have a new episode, the full episode of the Happy Show, on my YouTube account, www.youtube.com/ahappyshow. And there you can check out full episodes of the show. Meanwhile, I've been hassled by the man again. Yes, the man. Here in town, they're doing a lot of construction. Oh my God. Everywhere around town, they're doing construction. But most importantly, for me, in front of my shop, they've been doing this thing for about a year now, and they still got months to go, if I understand correctly. But they've been a real constant pain in my head. And what happened was let's see, they've cut into my power about 5 times this year, including once this week. Yes, and this time they didn't tell me what was going on. Well, I don't know if I can accurately say that they did it the other 5 times. It's just coincidentally it wasn't weather related, and it's never happened in 12 years, but all of a sudden it's happened since they started construction. And they've cut into the phone cables twice this year. They're geniuses. The overpass that we have over here down this way, the overpass, they made the concrete too high. So now they're going to have to redo that because semis can't get through. They're geniuses. That's what you get when the state hires the cheapest contractors. Ding! And so I've got a video history of this I've been taking because I've had some run-ins. I've even been on the news talking about this and some different things they've done throughout the year. I may have mentioned it in vlogs past, but I'm going to put together this little vlog that details some of the stuff that's gone on this last year. My year of NDOT, the Indiana Department of Transportation. So, let's see, what next? Okay. I know a lot of you subscribe to me because of my drawing videos, and so I want to let you know I do plan to try and get a drawing video up within a week or so, but I've been busy again with the shop, and I have a whole bunch of other things I'm trying to get done, so I'm going to try, though, because I want to make sure that I get that out there for the people who have been waiting for that sort of thing. Because it's been a long while, I understand, since I've actually done a full drawing video, and I feel that I should do that for you. Let's see, then what else? There's the Three Stooges collections that come out that are released by Sony Video. Sony owns Columbia Pictures. Columbia Pictures originally produced most of the shorts from the Three Stooges, all the classic ones that you know, that started in 1934. These collections start from 1934 onward. So I guess they're going to keep doing it all the way till the end of the shorts, and they're in chronological order. They're remastered. They look better than ever. So if you're a Three Stooges fan, you want to check this out. There's like 23 or so of the shorts, which, you know, the shorts, of course, are 2 reelers. That means the 20-minute films. And there's going to be, let's see, 23 or 4 of them to each disc. So that's basically the same length of a TV box set whenever you figure out TV season box set. And the price is $20, which is pretty affordable, really. So go out and check those out. Meanwhile, there's also some new news. If you're a fan of old movie comedies, and I certainly am, there's a big collection come out of the Our Gang Little Rascals. Let me explain why I call them Our Gang and Little Rascals. They're known by both names. Hal Roach was a comedy producer, and he made films that were distributed through other people. Pathé Exchange originally distributed the films he made, and then later on he made a deal with MGM, and MGM in 1938 took over production of those films as well as distribution. So Hal Roach, stopped having any involvement past 1938. Hal Roach is the comedy producer who also was responsible, for putting out the Law and Hardy films when they first came out, and also Harold Lloyd, which is a big name silent film comedian to anybody who's into silent films. And silent films, they started, of course, started without sound because they had the technology. By the 1920s, that technology had been developed, and by the end of the 20s, it was implemented on pretty much all films from there on. So they start calling those talkies. I'm saying this for the benefit of those out there that may be too young to know, or those that are old enough to have studied but never had reason to. And what used to happen was they have musical accompaniment or something like that. Basically in the theaters they used to have either a piano player, or if it was a bigger theater they would have orchestras, what have you. And by the late 1920s, when they had a soundtrack, of course there was no need for that anymore. And the reason I'm bringing this up is this Little Rascals collection is coming out in October that will collect all the talkies, the ones with sound, from 1928 up to 1938 that were produced by Hal Roach. In other words, really, it's all the classic stuff that pretty much everybody remembers. And you'll have the earlier stuff with right before Spanky became a member, but then you have the stuff from 30 when he joined, 1931 or so, all the way up with Spanky and Darla and all the people that you're familiar with if you're a fan of Little Rascals at all. Now, just over a little bit of history too, if you don't know the reason why they're named Little Rascals, but they're also known as Our Gang. The series was originally known as Our Gang. They are sometimes were referred to as Hal Roach's Rascals, but commonly known as Our Gang. That was throughout their 20-something year run, from 1922 up to 1943, something like that. They were known as Our Gang. But then Hal Roach sold his portion of the films that was up to 1938 when he stopped producing them and MGM took over. He sold his portion of those to syndication on TV in the 1950s. So in the 1950s, he didn't have the trademark anymore to the name Our Gang. That still was owned by MGM, who was producing the series from the 1938 to the end of the series in 1943 or so. So they had to come up with a new name. Their solution was the Little Rascals. That's the name that most people grew up knowing these films by, because most of the TV generation from the 1950s on up, that's the way you saw it was on TV. So a lot of people know them only as Little Rascals, but Our Gang, Little Rascals, same thing, just interchangeable names there. But MGM owns the rights to the name Our Gang, and they own the films from 1938 onward. This collection, though, is collecting all the talkies, and it's coming out on October 28th. It's the Little Rascals collection, and it's going to be digitally remastered. I don't know if there is any major difference from sets that were put out in the 1990s by Cabin Fever. There was a company called Cabin Fever that at the time owned the rights to the video rights to distribute these things. And they put out a 21 video cassette collection that featured all these same talkies, and they were remastered from the original prints from the Library of Congress. This new collection may be the same prints, I'm not 100% sure, but they're all in one nice, convenient collection. It's going to be like 8 or 9 discs, and they're going to be in chronological order, which I really like, because the Cabin Fever was kind of out of order there. So if you're a fan, that's something else you want to check out. And that's about it for my vlog for today. A little bit of talk about films and a little bit of talk about my updates on stuff. That sounds good to me. Let's go on to the rest of the day. Yay!